Hi there Booktube, it's Eleanor here and it's time for my Friday reads. So this week I want to shout out Michael Thomas. He has a Booktube channel called Michael Thomas and I've just been really loving watching his videos. My favourite so far, which I'm going to link in the comments down below, is his 50 books reviewed in under 8 minutes, which I thought was phenomenal. And really well done and not stupid. You actually did find out a little bit about the books and I just thought it was a really clever, really brilliant video, and I definitely recommend checking that out and checking out his channel. He's really interesting, really articulate. I like his taste in books and he's a real find, so I think you should definitely go and check him out and show him some Booktube love and subscribe if you like what you see. So this week's shout out is Michael Thomas. This week's going to be a real quick one because I will be doing a Book Buddy-a-thon wrap up with all the books that I've been reading during Book Buddy-a-thon, which finishes today, and so I will be wrapping up and reviewing all the books I've read for that, which have been the majority of the books that I've read this week. But I have been sort of working on 3 other books. Firstly, I have read Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen and I have posted a video review of this, plus talking about the TV adaptation that was made, so I'm not going to talk about this here, but I enjoyed this one. But so far I've read Pride and Prejudice and Emma and Northanger Abbey now by Jane Austen, and this is my least favourite so far. The other 2 I gave 5 stars. This one was a 3-star for me. You can tell it's her first book, but if you want to find out more about my thoughts on this, then go and check out the video that's posted with my review of this and the TV adaptation. Another book that I've been working on this week and will be finishing at around Sunday is Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. I've been reading this with channel Kizzy Reads and it's been really good fun. We've been reading 70 pages a day and we've been talking about our thoughts on it. It's a very interesting story actually, because I wasn't expecting the main protagonist Scarlett to be such a dislikable character. I certainly don't hate her. I feel like she's probably a product of her era, but I definitely find her not the most likeable of characters, and yet I find the story compelling. So once I have finished reading this, I'm also going to be watching the film, which I've owned for years and never watched because I always wanted to read the book first. So I will be doing another book and movie adaptation video on Gone with the Wind and the Gone with the Wind film. So watch out for that, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. And then the one book that I've read that's not been part of the Book Buddy-a-thon, that I'm not still reading or haven't done a review of already, is Girl Out of Water by Nat Le-Seymour. Apologies about that. I'm not sure I've said that right. This is an ARC copy, so I think the front cover is similar to this but has the picture of a girl in a swimming hat on the front. This book is being released on the 2nd of June and it's aimed at sort of a 12+ audience, so sort of a middle grade audience. Full disclosure, I was sent this by the publisher for review, but this was a really good fun story. It touched on topics like friendship and competitive sports and family with a really nice light touch. The audience that I think would like this book the most is probably the type of audience that read Geek Girl, which includes me because I really love the Geek Girl series, but it did remind me of that type of level of reader, like a young YA middle grade story. And we're following Lou. She's always wanted to be an Olympic swimmer, and at the very start of the book she is just about to do her swimming trials to get into a kind of boarding school that pushes you for the Olympics, like a training school specialist. And both her and her best friend are trying out for this school, and so they have to win the race in the swimming races. Unfortunately, Lou does not make it and her best friend does, and it's really then following Lou going back to school. School's always been a place that she's just gone for the day with her best friend, and they've always been swimming morning and lunchtime and evening, so she's never bothered to make any other friends, so it's difficult for her to go back without her best friend. And it's about what happens, and it's the tribulations of making friends when you're halfway through school and other people have already made all of their friends, and also what you want to do with your life when your dreams are shattered. Also part of this book, in order to move the story along, there are comical escapades with a group of boys who want her to train them in synchronized swimming because they want to get on a like Britain's Got Talent or Pop Idol type show. And so it's a really fun, enjoyable read. I really liked the way that the different topics were talked about and explored, and I definitely recommend it for people that like Geek Girl. It's a really good, solid, fun read, and I gave this one 4 stars. So other than my Book Buddy-a-thon books, these are all the books that I have read this week, and so next week I will be continuing on with Gone with the Wind for the next couple of days. And then I shall also be picking up Smiler's Fair by Rebecca Levine, which I will be reading with the lovely Jackie Kate, and also I am going to be trying to pick up The Signature of All Things by Elizabeth Gilbert, which is my Booktuber recommends for this month from Patty at I Smell Books. So I'm looking forward to getting stuck into this. I'm also going to be buddy reading a couple of books with the lovely Caitlin at Kitty G, who has now finished university and so has a bit more free time. So it's exciting. We're going to do a few more buddy reads. We're going to be reading Underground by S.L. Gray together, and also, if we have time, All the Birds in the Sky by Charlie Jane Anders. So it's going to be a jam-packed week this week, but I'm really excited about all of the books. What are you reading? What have you been reading? Let me know. I always like to know, and let's chat in the comments. And definitely go and check out Michael Thomas because you won't regret it. Bye for now, Booktube.